Forza Horizon 5 is an open-world racing video game developed by Playground Games and published by Xbox Game Studios. It is the 5th Forza Horizon title and the 12th main installment in the Forza series. The game is out now on Microsoft Windows, Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S, or free for Game Pass subscribers. When the original Forza Horizon launched, it set out to deliver a different kind of racing experience. Taking the production values and the love of all things cars and motorsport the series is known for, and blending it with better accessibility and a more easygoing experience that was more focused on arcade fun than the more simulation focused Forza Motorsport games. Forza Horizon was the perfect balance and gave us the best of both worlds. With each successive game, Playground Games kept perfecting the experience to the extent that today, Forza Horizon has in many ways overtaken the motorsport line of games and is now the main Forza series that most fans prefer. Well, Forza Horizon 5 continues that tradition with excellent driving, the best next-gen visuals I have seen so far, almost unlimited fun racing and varied activities, all the cars you could ever wish for, and a large and beautiful open world that has to be seen to be believed. And all this makes for what I believe to be the greatest open world driving game ever made. So this time Forza Horizon 5 takes us to the drop-dead gorgeous scenery of Mexico. Only this time, instead of just participating and competing in the Horizon Festival, you're also helping setting it up. This makes up the main framework for the entire game and has you driving across the country and taking on races to set up new events across various motorsport disciplines, from street races and dirt races to cross-country races and PR stunts, and much more. As you unlock more Horizon sites and outposts, you unlock more racing events to complete in throughout the entire mode, pretty much like the previous games but with a slight spin. And for an open world racer that gives you freedom and player choice, that's an excellent setup. For pretty much every activity in the game, optional or otherwise, you get Horizon Adventure Points, which are used in turn to unlock more mainline missions and events known as Horizon Adventures. Every chapter of Horizon Adventure can be accessed right from the get-go, and together with the fact that the game rewards you with Horizon Adventure Points on a near constant basis, means you're always going to be free to do pretty much anything you want. And my God, is there so much to do here. It's just mind-blowing, which is great considering that this is by far the largest Forza Horizon map yet, with an insane amount of varied, perfectly designed and always enjoyable racing and driving activities, just like previous games. But Forza Horizon 5 just takes it to the next level. From regular races to street sprints through city streets to fun off-road events to so much more. There's always different kinds of races to participate in, and in typical Forza Horizon fashion, courses for all these races are consistently impressive, whether it's the dreaded drifting challenges or the long stretches of tarmac you can just bomb down. Or driving through a sandstorm, you will always have something to do every time you boot this game up. Outside of racing, other activities are scattered throughout the open world, including the now staple danger sign jumps, drifting zones, speed traps, XP and fast travel boards, and of course the classic hidden barn finds. Some events and races are more enjoyable than others, which is to be expected in a game this big and with so much to do. For instance, throughout the game you will unlock story-focused quest lines, each focusing on a different kind of driving discipline and a particular character. The story themselves are pretty dull, but the races and events these quest lines bring are not super interesting either, and do tend to get a bit repetitive. And I always found the cutscenes, which can't be skipped by the way, to be so annoying, especially the over-the-top voice acting, which was also the case in Horizon 4. Thankfully, there's never a lack of things to do, all of which contribute to making progress in the game, which means you're never forced to do the story missions. On the other hand, there are the showcase events, which you'll be unlocking at certain moments throughout the campaign, and as Forza Horizon fans know very well, these are easily some of the biggest highlights of the game. Whether you're racing against a cargo plane or a team of jet skis or a steam train full of cargo, Forza Horizon 5 showcase events are definitely one of the most impressive moments throughout the game. All of this world would be nothing though if the driving mechanics weren't up to scratch. But for anyone who has ever played a Forza Horizon game will tell you, this is something Playground games always get right. The excellent driving mechanics of the Forza Horizon games has always been the game's biggest strength. So no matter what vehicle you're driving, no matter what kind of activity or event you're participating in, you are always going to enjoy yourself thanks to how wonderful every car feels, looks and sounds. The roster of vehicles always deserves special praise too. There are hundreds of cars available in this game from the get-go, with an impressive variety of vehicles across categories, manufacturers, classes and eras. And the game's love for all things motorsport shines through every second you play. Customization tools in the form of upgrades to buy and equip make a return, and from what I have seen so far, it's better than ever, with new rims added in as well as more custom body parts, and finally you can now hear the roar of your car when changing exhaust or certain engine parts. All this allows every car in your collection to look, sound and feel unique. The cars are also unlocked at a very fast rate, so you can always look forward to getting your hands on that new car to add to your collection. Meanwhile, just as crucial to the game's success is the open world itself. Well, Forza Horizon 5 follows in its predecessor's footsteps and gives us an unbelievable playground for players to race through. Mexico is large and beautiful and full of stunning sights and sounds. Without a doubt, it is easily the biggest and most varied Forza Horizon map yet, and it truly captures the feel and look of Playground's fictional representation of Mexico. And rightly so, as the game takes every chance it gets to show off its drop-dead gorgeous open world, with racecourses often being cleverly designed to hit you with the perfect vistas at the perfect time. More than any other Forza Horizon map, Mexico feels complete and lived in. On top of this, Playground Games then adds its own festive flair to Mexico thanks to the nature of the Horizon Festival. From what you're hearing on the always awesome radio stations to the eye-catching decorations scattered all throughout the world. And of course, all of the game's strengths just shine through so much more because of its excellent production qualities in the audio and visual departments. Cars look and sound better than ever, especially the engine sound of the cars, which have had a significant change in how they all sound. Vehicles and environments are just crammed full of the tiniest details. The world itself is varied and full of beautiful sights to see. These are things that Forza Horizon and Forza in general has been great at for as long as it's been around. But even so, this feels like a significant step forward for the series. On a technical level, Forza Horizon 5 is easily the best looking game on the Xbox Series X by far. And it runs perfectly on both 30 frames per second quality and 60 frames per second performance modes. As for the multiplayer, the hourly Forzathon live events from Horizon 4 are gone in favour of the new Horizon Arcade. It functions much like Forzathon Live. There are still co-op events where everyone contributes to the same goal, but there's a greater variety of events. The fun Eliminator, which was a hit on Horizon 4, makes a welcome return and is as fun as last time out. And co-op is here too, so you can enjoy the campaign with friends. But seriously guys, I could be here forever going through every detail in this game. Just rest assured we are truly sport here guys, and don't forget all of this is free on the brilliant Game Pass, which is just insane and a no-brainer, especially for those who have never played a Forza game. So in the end, I really can't praise Forza Horizon 5 enough, and it's without a doubt one of the best racing games ever made. If you've played the past games, then this shouldn't come as a surprise, but the amazing quality on display here is staggering and made all the more impressive by the scope and variety of the experience. Playground Games has been perfecting this open world racing formula for close to a decade and making clever improvements with each game, and with Forza Horizon 5 once again, this series has just reached new heights. The biggest problem for me that Playground Games have now is how do they top Horizon 5? Well, in my opinion, Forza Horizon 6 in Japan would be a really great start. So, my final score for Forza Horizon 5 is an outstanding 10 out of 10. And, of course, it easily gets my Joe Cobra's stamp of approval. Okay guys, thank you so much for your support as always. I hope you enjoyed the review. Please don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and hey, ring that bell so you never miss a video. Take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you all on the next Joe Cobra video.